I feel like you can't read this with pants on. I feel like you're just supposed to not have pants on. Alright, we're talking about a guy who's got from my wrist to my elbow.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Maddie, and this is my husband Brock. He's been here a few times, and I wanted to do a part 2 to where I make him read some smutty scenes from books. So I picked out 5 right here. How are you excited?
Yeah, I feel like we're due. We're due for some Judgment Day.
Oh no. He does judge the books that I read, but I judge the books that he reads. I think he's a pretty boring reader. But since the last time you've done this, I feel like your taste has expanded so much. Like I did a little quick pan of his bookshelves.
I think last time I did this, I probably was just getting my feet wet in the literature, and now I've read a lot more literature. I've read some romance with like Jane Austen, and then just way broadened out. So.
Yeah, so maybe
not the smut, but not
no,
yet. Not yet.
Not yet. Did ask my Patreon, which is new. I just launched it this week. I asked them for a few recommendations, and I got 2, so I added those 2 books to the stack. You ready?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm starting out with the raunchiest one. Okay, and it's The Dark One by Nikki St. Croix. This is book 2 in the Vicious Lost Boys series. And let me just give you a really quick synopsis. This is a Peter Pan retelling.
Oh, I remember you reading this.
Yeah. And it's reverse harem. Do you remember what reverse harem is?
2 guys?
Multiple guys.
Oh.
Not just 2. So
2's not enough.
No, and this scene right here it's a lot. It's the tree scene, if anyone knows what that is. But I'm gonna have you read it. So I did tab this morning, and again, it's so embarrassing. I'm gonna say this a million times, but like I did in the last video, but it's out of context. It's terrible to read. So like,
I don't know if the context is it.
The context makes it way better. You have a feeling for the characters, you know what's going on, but then once you read it out of context, you're like, oh yeah, this is not good. This is really not good. And while he reads, I'm kind of just gonna hang out. If you want to read anything out loud, you can. I'm gonna kind of read along with him first, but okay. Winnie's the character, and they're in the forest.
I figured that.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna blush so much.
My thing is, I don't get how this is important to the plot. Is the plot purely just
It's really not.
sex?
No, okay, so these books are erotic novels. So majority of the book is
so you know what you're in for.
Sex, yes. Where like these other ones are like romance heavy. So it's like there is more plot.
I wonder,
character development. Like this.
I know
is just
you get
sex.
a lot of books online. I wonder if you put this on the counter and someone has read this, do you get like a look?
Oh, for sure. That's why, like, Kindles are important, because no one knows what you're reading.
Yeah.
It's like people, like, read it on Kindle, because it's embarrassing. If you see that, you probably know it's smut.
You should be ashamed.
I can't. It's embarrassing. Like, it really is. This one is just smut, though, so it's, like, the plot isn't really relevant.
I could tell that. I feel like you can't read this with pants on. I feel like you're just supposed to not have pants on while you read it.
It's written porn. That's what it is.
Do it now, darling. Man, you can hear how wet she is. Mac and cheese. Or him licking. That's what it's
called. Yeah. Just licks.
It doesn't take me long to reach the precipice. That last sentence.
You'll be full. Say it.
You'll be full of fake cock.
You should do like audiobooks.
I should do the audio for all these books. Man.
Pretty good. No,
it wasn't as bad as I was expecting, but it is.
Did you notice the one part in this that like is kind of off-putting?
Maybe I didn't.
They're the 2 men are brothers.
Oh, I guess I noticed that.
Yeah, this is chapter 18. If you guys wanted to go see what he just read, what did you think overall?
It felt like there was
rated out of 10.
10 on a scale of what?
On
like uncomfortability?
Yeah, sure, on that uncomfortability.
I guess 6 or 7. It wasn't too crazy, but when I'm reading it, I'm like, this has no bearing on any plot.
Like substance.
There's no substance to it.
Again, this book is different. Like, but with the other ones that we're gonna go through, the substance is behind the characters of like, oh, she's really going through something and he's going through something, but then they're like, you're watching them kind of fall in love throughout the whole thing, so then the sex makes sense later on.
Yeah,
like this is just thrown
that's just sexual pap.
This is, yeah.
It's just...
And the audiobook is nuts. I mean, when you listen to this on audio, it's crazy.
I believe it. I believe it.
Okay. This one, again, they get kind of less... Reckless by Elsie Silver. This was my favorite by Elsie Silver. She had a baby after something happened. He is the dad though.
Oh, he is the dad.
He is the dad, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Let me see. Start just like she licks her lips.
Good. That's a good way to start.
I don't know where to stop, but we won't go far. It's more just the dialogue on this one is just kind of crazy because he just dirty talks a lot.
The dialogues are always funny.
It's always funny.
Because I just imagine a guy saying these lines and I'm like...
Well, one of them I did do like a male POV just for you.
This is from a guy perspective, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think...
Yeah, it has to be. I'm pulling my wallet.
Yeah. His name is Theo.
Yeah. I just don't know how he's sensing, I don't know if you can sense and just visually see it throb. Damn, so hard she forgets her name. Who am I? Happily, I growl.
Do you growl? No, I don't think you would be like that. You'd say it. You'd like...
Happily. If I ever said something like that, you'd run.
I would. It's way cringier in person than in books.
She chants my name. Brock! 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 Chant is just, I don't know if that's the right word. I know what they're going for, but...
She chants.
She's a glutton for punishment. I can do more. Snow swirls like a snow globe outside. That's not the most creative writing I've ever read.
Hold on.
It's not the best prose. She's cheering them on though. She's chanting the name again. I like she's like I need more. It's all I got. I got. It's like when she says deeper and you're like, oh no, let me just go get 2 inches from the store real quick. She's delirious. Unhinged.
Still more.
Still more. She's like, more. Gee, more. Oh my god. He's probably exhausted. Well, guys, is there an end of the chapter? Okay,
no,
there we go.
I think you're good. That's good.
My take would be she needs to learn to just be grateful for what she's got. I think she's demanding...
Grateful. Chapter 37.
A little bit much, yeah.
I don't really have much takeaway from that. I feel like that was a lot of dialogue. And then the stuff in between was kind of bare minimum.
It reminded me of the last video we did where the sex wasn't too absurd, but the dialogue had like humoristic feel to it.
Yeah, it's a little cringy.
Yeah.
But that wasn't a public bathroom that they did it in.
That's why they were like, what if they see?
Yeah. Now this is going to be my favorite book of the year. Probably. Like halfway through the year, I can confidently say it. I loved this book, gave it 5 stars. I'm going to have him read... So this one I think is going to be completely different. Like completely different because Abby Jimenez's books are very, not women's lit, but there's less smut in it. So it's just like one more like closed door in a way. Kind of. Better writing. On page 299. Start at the top. This one's more tasteful. That's the word I was looking for. Now I know.
Damn, she's stealing condoms from her friend's room?
Yeah. What? Come on. No, whiny baby. Just whiny.
There's no sex.
There's not? They're making out, they're stripping.
Oh, well, there's that, yeah.
I guess it's more of like, that's still a smutty scene, though.
Compared to what I just read?
No, I know. I know, but I'm saying, like, I guess...
This is PG compared to what I did.
Yeah, but it's also, it's still smut. Like, that could still... It makes you feel different.
This feels, like, thoughtfully done, emotionally connected to the story and the characters, and moving along development, and actually has intention and purpose behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is fun. Out of context, though, I feel like she just starts crying, and he's like, what can I do? Poor Justin.
This is actually one of the books, like, I remember their names. Oh, yeah. But I never remember characters' names, and I remember theirs.
I feel like you should with how creative some of your fantasy books are.
Well, fantasy's different. Like, I'm talking romance.
Yeah, because they all get...
Jack or John.
John, Jared.
Yeah.
Spankenheimer.
This one will be in the top, like, 5,
Oh,
probably.
this book.
Yeah.
Alright, first off.
Okay, you gotta remember it's one of my favorite books this year.
I'm gonna roast this thing. First off, I want everyone to know, before you even get to... Oh no, where is it? It's on one of the chapters. Or like a resume.
Yeah.
You might know where it's at.
Yeah, it's like exactly halfway.
Oh, there it is.
Yep.
It was right where I'm at.
Right where the sex scene is.
Alright, first of all, there's a FWB application, Friends with Benefits, and she's giving him the stats. I feel like...
No, he's giving her the stats.
Oh wait, he's giving her the stats, yeah. And I like how just name, alright, height, cool, dick. And then 9 inches. First of all, guys usually round up, so he's probably more like an 8 or 8.5. He's probably rounding up from there. But even at that, alright, let me explain something to you.
I have that video of you grabbing your ruler.
Holy shit! Okay, come on. Yeah, you can
I'm gonna put that in here because he literally grabbed a meter
This
stick.
book is like, usually these are what, 8-inch spines?
I think so.
This is an 8-inch spine book, okay? I'll put, my forearm up here. Alright, we're talking about a guy who's got from my wrist to my elbow in his pants. That is a nuisance to bring that around everywhere. It is a weapon. You will be stopped at TSA and searched thoroughly for that. Then he has his own strengths and weaknesses. He's like, weakness. I admit I give too many orgasms. Like, alright, guy. Soren is due to large penis size. Like, this guy is the worst. He's the worst.
No, I love him.
Who would say that?
Okay,
That's like when you're at a job interview and you're like, what are your weaknesses? I work too hard for the company. I work too hard. Alright, anyway, that cracked me up.
Okay,
is this the scene?
I think so, yeah.
Let's see what this 9 inches can do.
Oh my god, my cheeks hurt. I can't remember. This isn't the first one, but I don't remember. I couldn't find any more in his point of view. This might be the only sex scene in his POV. So start like up here, I guess.
Let's see what this guy's all about. My cock is like an iron spike. I would never say that.
Is that how you would describe it?
Iron spike.
I mean, a spike might as well be 9 inches.
Yeah, if it isn't, honestly, I would just say it's a sledgehammer. I know from experience, it's the best way for her to take me in this position. Because I've taken 9 inches before myself. Even an inch has us both sweating. He's like, I just imagine him drenched. He's like, you imagine calling me by my last name?
No, that's my last name.
Yeah, it'd be both of our last names. This guy sounds...
I loved him. He was so funny in this book.
Goodness, what are we only at? 3 inches at this point? It's like going 1 inch at a time.
This time she's asking for more and he can actually give it.
Yeah, he needs to share with the other
Look,
guy.
everyone wants more.
Yeah, everyone wants, but they're never good enough. You know? These guys are just, they're sweating day in, day out. It's never good enough. You're a feral little thing, I grunt.
Stop. Don't do that.
I'm officially in the danger zone. That's what I think. That's what I think. Oh yeah.
I hold off as best I can.
That's the most true part of this whole thing is you're holding off as best you can. It's like that Spider-Man meme where he's got the doors.
The plot in this one was great. And then when I'm reading it, genuinely, like, when I'm reading it, it just seems so natural, like, because it just leads into one chapter to the other.
I could see that.
So it's like...
The male point of view ones crack me up so much.
Yeah.
They're so not male written. You can just tell.
I forgot
but
which one it was.
I haven't read Murakami before, but apparently like Murakami and some male writers are awful at writing female characters. And I bet it's like the equivalent.
Yeah. Classic.
Ooh, I've heard about this one.
Yeah,
Is
there's
this
that
the Nesta
reel.
scene?
Nesta
scene.
Yeah. Well, this is Nesta's book. In this book, it's pretty dense, but this is definitely, like, her smuttiest one, and it's her most controversial, but I like this one for the plot. The sex is too much in this one, in my opinion, because it happens so frequently that I didn't really like it that much. But it's my favorite of the series because of the plot and the way that Nesta, like, character development is. Now, this one's kind of funny, so I chose chapter 19, because it's like a first sexual encounter that they have with each other, and I think it's kind of funny.
Is this with Hunt or Cassian?
This is Cassian. Hunt is in a different series.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it's impressive that you know or remember their names.
I hear
He
names.
gets more Instagram reels about ACOTAR and Sarah J. Maas than I do. I don't know how that happens, but he'll send them to me. I think they're just like kissing after breakfast one day. I don't know what happened, but to get there. But you can like just start there. But remember, they hate each other. They do not like each other at all. This one's not that bad because they don't have sex. But
oh, this isn't even sex?
No, it's just the finishing part is kind of funny. No, wait, hold on, pause. Can you tell a difference between writing?
Yeah, I'm trying to think how I put it besides just saying it is more descriptive. But it's just a little bit more detail, a little bit more long-winded about how certain things are. Man, Cassian's got to control himself. Is this YA?
No. Oh my gosh, no. It's just funny, like, this man, Cassian, is supposedly like 300 plus years old. And he can't control himself, and he just, like, nuts in his pants. It's a shame, right?
Yeah.
It's obviously they don't like each other, so the point of that scene is, like, to embarrass Cassian, and then, like, she can kind of, like, sit on the high horse because she made him do that. It's a different smutty scene, but it's still, like, hot and heavy, and, like, descriptions going on, and it's still, like, intense. I think the tension and, like, the build-up start from, like, the first 200 pages is kind of intense, you know?
And with this one, there was pretty much, like, no dialogue. There's a little bit.
It's more just, like, grunts.
Yeah.
There's just a lot more in this one than I think there, like, should be.
Yeah.
Like, as you go, it's like, all right, now I'm tired of him
doing his thing.
I think, like, the last time you did it, I feel like there were, I don't know, these ones were a little raunchier, in my opinion. Like,
well, the last one involved a foreign object going in somewhere.
Yeah, that was
a little gross and weird.
Yeah.
These were
I should have had you do Butcher and Blackbird. That's a serial killer one.
Yeah. Why didn't I see a section of that? Get you to finish with reading from Gravity's Rainbow.
Oh, yeah. You want to go get it?
Yeah, let me see.
Does that have sex or smut in it?
Oh, yeah, it's got some, if you want to call it that.
Okay. He's gonna go grab one of his books, and I'm gonna continue to find one of these. Okay, I found my scene, Butcher and Blackbird, page 225, and then his book.
Gravity's Rainbow with Thomas Pynchon. This one's a pretty popular, famous book.
Yeah, I've never heard of it, but he's been super. I mean, like I
never heard of it.
We were just talking actually because we went to the bookstore earlier today. His books are so, like, unique and cool looking. Like, ours are just so basic. Like, the covers are kind of cool, and they're colorful and saturated. But I love the, like, the old, like, weathered
the form
book.
factor and the format. Some are small and
they're different shapes and sizes. Like,
editions.
Ours are pretty standard. Okay, so let's swap.
So, yeah, start at the top.
And then you start, like, I pump.
Okay. I pump. You're probably going to be like, what the fuck?
Is he biting her butt?
And some
You're reading smut. Babe, this is smut.
Pynchon is very, what is the term they say?
Horny?
He's horny.
She smells like soap, flowers, sweat, and cunt.
Maybe you'd like this.
You get boners while you're reading this?
Sometimes. Sometimes.
I don't like the way he's describing her as, like, so small and such a slender child. He's getting ready to erupt.
Oh, yeah, he erupts a few times in that book. These feel very, like, they're fun, but they feel very, like, repetitive. Like, there is a lot of the more, take this, maybe it's the whole, take it like a good girl thing.
I think it's, and again, like, I know they'll kind of agree, is, like, when you're reading a story, you're reading it for the characters, so the sex is just an extra, like, bonus.
It just feels like, I don't want to say copy and paste, but it feels like filler.
Well, that's why, like, the Dixon rule goes into more, like, kinks and stuff, like, later on in the book. And I know, like, the 9 inches is crazy, but...
What'd you think of this?
It's smut. Like, that is literally, like, what I'm reading, I feel like.
I've been exposed?
It's more... There's no dialogue, though.
In that one, yeah.
Which I think is interesting. I guess it's just, since it's in a male's POV, like, just silence. Like, it's just... But it's not... I mean, that wasn't bad.
Yeah, this is the most smutty book I've probably read.
I need to get him to read A Court of Mist and Fury, because that has one of my favorite scenes, like, of all time. Yeah. Okay, I think that's it. You did good. I'm gonna bring him back in a few videos, because I think I want to do another.
Thank you, I'm allowed to come back.
I'm gonna bring him back because we want to do that other video. The cover one.
Oh yeah, we have some creative ideas.
We have some creative ones that I want to bring him in on, so he'll come back. I'll get him to read a romance book one day.
Reppin' Fireheart.
Oh yeah.
Embroidery.
Thanks, Dave. He wears it all the time.
Yeah, I do. It's comfy.
Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment down below.
And check out my channel.
And
if you like literature, classic literature.
Any of
some
the
contemporary.
Yeah, if you like any of the books that he reads, then go check out his channel. It's linked in the bio. That's it.
See ya.